Hello, I'm Edward Goodfellow. You know, I've dedicated my entire life to the study of nature and her creatures. I've traveled all over the world from Africa to Antarctica, studying almost every kind of animal on the planet. Why, just recently I spent the last 5 years in complete solitude with the rare Nubian ibex of northern Eurasia. However, despite my extensive travels and experiences, I've yet to study one creature. A creature so rare and elusive it had never been caught on film. Until now. Join me, won't you, as we take an in-depth look into the curious and spectacular life of the emo.
To fully understand the emo, it is important to start with its origins. Although the beginnings of the emo is difficult to pinpoint, it is believed that the emo originated in the 1980s after the era of the punk and the goth. These distant relatives of the 80s then spread across the Midwest and eventually settled around the world, producing several variations of emos.
Emos thrive in some very unusual habitats. They can often be sighted in shopping centers outside of clothing stores such as the Hot Topic. Fast food chains such as Sbarro are other common emo environments.
Behind me now are some wild emos. They can spend several hours, perhaps even days out here, doing not much of anything. While emos seem harmless and intriguing by nature, it is vital that you do not approach one in real life. They can be quite dangerous. Now, I'm going to attempt to communicate with the emos. Do not try this if you spot an emo yourself. I'm a senior emologist. Life is pain. Life is pain. Life is pain. I want to die.
In order to maintain their frail appearance and emaciated figure, emos primarily consume vegetables and other non-meat products. Anorexia is common among these creatures.
Here we see some emos consuming grass. They must take full advantage of the abundance of the grass and water now, for these days are few in number. The emos are very social creatures among their own kind. Here you can see them grooming each other.
However, there are rules that an emo must abide by if it is to be accepted among the pack. If, for example, an emo smiles, he is quickly exiled from the pack and left to fend for his own.
I have studied these rare creatures for over 15 years. I have been fortunate enough to get this close to them without inciting any form of attack. Over the years, I managed to gain their respect and their trust.
It has been sedated with a tranquilizer dot.
Now, often the emo is mistaken for the lollygolf. Now, to properly distinguish the emo is to note the tight-fit clothing, the studded belt, and the black-rimmed glasses. Now, this particular emo has sported a lovely button, which is used to attract other mates and express, if any individuality. But yes, she's coming to now. We must leave.
These males are fighting for territory. Those with the most territory are more likely to attract a mate. He proves victorious, but he cannot assume that a female will appear. Now he must wait. At long last, a female emo. In this unusual and rarely seen mating ritual, the male will perform a sort of dance in hopes of impressing his prospective mate. Finally, the female seems interested, and the emo slits his wrists. No other animal in the world will perform such an action, and for good reason. Between this and their very poor diet, it is truly amazing that such creatures have managed to survive throughout the years. But mating must be put aside for now. The emos have a more serious matter at hand. While feasting on the large grasses and weeds, the emos are more vulnerable to attack, as the grasslands provide them with little protection. This large assembly of emos does not go unnoticed. A jock has tracked the scent and is closing in on his prey. After feasting voraciously on the carcass, the jock will sleep. It will be quite some time until it eats again.
Indeed, the emo is the perfect example of the fragility of life. You know, I've traveled all over this world studying all sorts of animals, but nothing compares to the magnificence of the emo.